I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Alright. I've heard you had a new job opportunity abroad.
Yeah, I'm looking into that.
Nice. How long are you planning on staying for?
I feel like the world is big, I really want to explore it, and every country I live in, I find every country beautiful in some kind of way.
Do I feel like an expat? Yes, I do, because I'm not a student anymore. I'm committed to living here for the long term. I don't have any plans of going back home really at any point. But yeah, we'll see what happens. The language barrier here is, it's an issue. I mean, it's not as bad as it would be in, most other parts of the world where you don't speak the language. And people are mostly very, very accommodating in helping you in speaking English, of course. But there are times when, for example, the difficulty as a non-Dutch speaker is that when you try and speak Dutch, and this, everyone knows, people switch back to English very quickly. But I've had times when I've tried to speak Dutch, after taking a couple of lessons, and then obviously getting things wrong and people just laughing at me, which makes it very hard to then continue trying to speak Dutch, as someone who likes to have control over their words, shall we say. Because it's the nuance that's difficult, it's the finer details of language and communication that you can't deal with anymore.
I don't feel English. I'm accepted in Turkey. If you end up doing this kind of life, your identity changes. I wouldn't say I was English anymore, but I guess I am. You do have a feeling of living a parallel life. There was a life I could have lived in my home country of England, which I never lived. And I go back once a year, and you see these connections, and you see how my friends, and they've gone off like this, and what would have happened if I'd stayed in England.
It does matter where you are from. My wife, she's from Croatia, so for her it's not a problem to come to Europe. But for me, as a Serbian, it would be very hard if I didn't have her.
In Nederland heb je al veel bureaucratie, dat is iets waar ik nu ook wel tegenaan loop nu ik dus terugkom als Nederlandse expat. In Spanje heb je vooral dus de bureaucratie, dingen regelen, ingeschreven worden, je werk, je hebt daar een soort van werkvergunning nodig, een NIE heet dat. Om die afspraak te krijgen, dat is dramatisch. Nou had ik gelukkig geluk, want ik had die al. Ik heb daar met stage gelopen, dus ik had dat papiertje gelukkig al. Maar ik weet van mijn collega-expats dat die krijgen dat niet geregeld.
Maar naar buiten te gaan was gewoon echt droom nummer 1. Culturen kennen ik word echt over. Er is natuurlijk, je moet elke keer weer overal opnieuw beginnen. Het is eigenlijk een avontuur. Ja. Het is gewoon weer je leven opnieuw beginnen. Elke keer weer. Ja. En dat is op zich wel heel erg leuk.
Ja.
Ook wel eens wat minder leuk. Het is wel een constant vaarwel zeggen.
I stayed mainly because I met my girlfriend, or now my fiance, and she got onto a really good career track here at the hospital. So for her, that was, exactly the right thing to do. I like being here. It's a nice place to be. It's a beautiful city. It's international. But yeah, I think being in a relationship has affected being an expat here, the way I've settled in, because I think I've been a lot less motivated to go out and meet other people. I do feel lonely, yeah. I didn't before as a student, but the last sort of 6 to 12 months, as pretty much all the people I made friends with have left, I feel a lot more alone. And I think as well, I've grown into a person over the last 8 or 9 years that that I want to share more with my friends and that kind of thing.
I think my experience here as an expat with a child is more enthusiastic than me being without a son here, because having him makes me want to go out more and I want him to spend a lot of good time. Sometimes I really feel like an expat and sometimes I don't. This is not a bad feeling of being an expat. This is just getting used to new stuff and new everything, new surroundings.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tony.
Good to hear from you. How's home?
Same as always. How are you holding up?
Yeah, it's great. I met a lot of new people who are really friendly and I finally found an apartment.
That sounds good. Starting to become one of the locals.